Good morning, my dear students. In our today's secretarial practice period, we are going to learn about lesson number 1. Okay, Introduction to Corporate Finance. Okay, students, today's a new topic to learn in this lesson is what the capital requirements. Okay, so what is capital requirement? See here. Capital requirements means what? The whatever amount is required for the capital. How much amount is required for the capital to start the business? Okay, the money, the cash, the fundings which is required to start the business. Okay, now see capital requirement. See, when a business entrepreneur conceives an idea of setting up a business enterprise. Okay, first is what? When a business entrepreneur means what? The business owner, single owner of the business is known as what? The entrepreneurs. And when the idea in his mind to set up the business, okay, the commercial viability of the idea is investigated. Okay, commercial viability means what? The idea is investigated into his project to start the business. Okay, and once the entrepreneur is satisfied with the feasibility of the project, serious steps are taken to start the project. Okay, once the entrepreneur is satisfied that he can do the business, then serious steps to take to start the business. Serious steps is what? To collect the amount of capital, to collect the amount of funding, to collect the amount of cash to start the business. Okay, the first and the foremost step is to take the decision on the is what? The amount of capital requirement to start and run the business. Okay, now see the process. First step is what? The business entrepreneur has the idea to set up the business. Okay, and once the idea is there to start the business, the first and the serious most, okay, the priority is given to what? To collection of the capital. Okay, and that capital is required to start and to run the business. Okay, to start, initial step is what? To start the business and to run the business. Okay, to continue the business. This task has to perform with utmost care. Okay, which task? Collection of capital. Okay, requirement of capital to start the business and to run the business. It is what? It is what? The thing which can taken into consideration with utmost care. Okay, and therefore financial plan should be drafted keeping in mind present and the future requirement of the business. Present requirement means what? Whatever requirement is there for the present. Okay, for the for doing the business. Okay, and the future requirement means what? Any kind of future necessity will be there to face the situations. Okay, in the business, that is what the future requirement of the business. Thus, while deciding about the volume of capital requirement, an entrepreneur has to take into consideration fixed capital requirement and the working capital requirement. Okay, so when he is going to take the decision about the volume of capital requirement, volume means what? How much capital is required to the business. Okay, fixed capital requirement, and that capital must be in the fixed capital requirement or the working capital requirement. See, these are the two types of the capital requirement. First is what? The fixed capital requirement, and second is what? The working capital requirement. And we are going to discuss about these two capital requirements in detail today. Okay, what is fixed capital and what is working capital? Clear? Now see what is fixed capital. See, fixed capital means what? Fixed capital is the capital which is used for buying fixed assets, okay, for a longer period of time of the business. Fixed capital means what? The permanent capital. Fixed capital means what? The permanent capital which are which we use in the business, which is required in the business to start the business, and with that capital we can buy the assets which is for the longer period of time. Okay, now these assets are not meant for resale. Okay, these assets is what? It is not meant for resale. These are the assets which are there in the business. Fixed capital assets means what? See, in simple words, fixed capital refers to the capital invested or accounting of fixed asset. fixed asset. Which are those fixed assets? See, it stays in the business for a long period, almost permanently. Okay, and examples of these capitals are which one? See, land and building, furniture, plant and machinery, etc. Okay, see these kind of assets, land and building, which are there in the business for a longer period of time. Once the building is taken for the business, it is for the long time. Okay, furniture, whatever furniture we purchase for the business, it is also for the longer period of time. And the plant and machinery for the production of goods and services, it is also for the longer period of time. And why this is longer period of time? Because this is the fixed assets and this is the permanent assets of the companies. Okay, such capital required usually at the time of establishment of a company. Obviously, when you have to start the business, the first requirement is what? You have to purchase the land. Second is what? You have to purchase the furniture. And third is what? You have to purchase the plant and machinery. Okay, so these are what this is requirement. These are the requirement for the first time for the establishment of the new company. When you want to establish a new company, first step is what? To purchase the fixed capital assets. Okay, and these fixed capital assets are which one? Land and building, plant and machinery. Okay, and which one? Furniture. Such capital is required usually for the establishment of a new company. However, existing company may also need such capital for their expansion and development or the replacement of equipment. Okay, now see, if the in business there is furniture, there is land and building, there is plant and machinery, capital is also required for the what? Expansion and the development. Expansion means what? To increase the business. Development means what? To improve the business, to develop the business from small scale to large scale, from minimum scale to the maximum scale. We can expand our business, we can improve our business, we can gain more profit in the business, is what the expansion and the development of the business. And the replacement of equipment, obviously these are the assets which are there for the depreciation. Every year it is for the depreciation, and because of this continuous age, it may get what? The replacement also. Okay, so such kind of replacement of equipments is also necessary in the business. Okay, and that fixed capital is required for the expansion and the development, and also for the replacement of the equipments. Okay, now see, initial planning of fixed assets is what? The fixed capital requirement is made for the company's promoters. Promoter means what? The promoter who promotes the business, who has the idea in his mind to start the business, is what? The promoter. Okay, now that promoter makes the initial plan. Initial plan means what? The starting plan. Okay, is made by what? The company's promoter. And for this, they first prepare the list of fixed assets needed by the company. What is the first step? See, he prepared the list of fixed assets. Okay, and the cost of assets is estimated. Means what? Once the list is prepared, he start what? He start to collect the costing of the assets. Okay, in the market. Okay, he started to collect the quotations from the market to purchase the fixed assets. Okay, and they collect the information regarding price of land, cost of construction of building, cost of plant and machinery. They collect the information regarding what? See, if he is going to collect the quotations, obviously these all things included in that process. What is that? He started to collect the information regarding prices of land, cost of construction. Price of the land means what? The whatever price you are going to pay for the land. Cost of construction means what? The whatever amount you are going to expend to construction of the building. And the cost of plant and machinery means what? Whatever amount you are going to spend on the plant of machinery, he has to mention in the list. Okay, and he started to collect the quotations for the same. Okay, now next is what? The cost of different fixed asset, it calculated, and the resulting figure would be total fixed capital requirement of the firm. Okay, now see, the cost of fixed asset is calculated, and resulting the total cost is calculated what? Of the fixed capital. Okay, and then he would be the total fixed capital requirement, and that would be what? The total fixed capital requirement of a new firm. Whatever amount you are going to spend for the fixed asset, for the permanent asset, for the long term assets, and these assets are what the land, okay, then furniture, then the plant and machinery, okay, and this amount is what the amount you are spending on that asset is what the fixed capital amount, okay. Now see, in recent year, estimating fixed capital requirement has assumed a great importance, particularly because of modern processes which requires increased use of heavy and automated machinery, okay. Now see, in recent years, now say when the business is expanding, they have to face the competitions, okay, to the market to improve, to gain the more and more profit, okay, and because of that capital requirement has assumed a great importance, okay, and particularly because of modern processes means what the recent processes, improved industrial processes which requires what the increase of use of heavy and automated machines means what, with the help of heavy and automated machines means what, the machinery where there is less laborers, okay, which is automated fully on the electricity or fully on the which is automated machineries. This requires what, the heavy amount of fixed capital. These are what the costly furniture, these are what the costly fixed assets, and this requires what, the huge amount of capital requirements, okay students. Now in our next video lesson we are going to study about the factors which are affecting these fixed capital requirements, okay. So today we had studied about the meaning and the explanation about the capital requirement, and we had also studied what is fixed capital, okay. Next period we are going to study whatever factor is affecting the fixed capital requirements, okay students. Hope you are understood today's topic, that is capital requirement, the two types of capital requirements. First is what, the fixed capital, and next is what, the working capital, okay. And in our today's video lesson we had completed our fixed capital total meaning and what is fixed capital and what are the factors which is affecting to fixed capital requirement. We are going to study in our next video lesson, okay students. Goodbye, take care.